What is up, everybody? So we're going to talk a little bit about some of the hardware and stuff that you guys would want for RVing, motorcycling, overlanding, whatever it is. And LASFIT reached out to us about a month or so ago, and they sent us this LASFIT Air. It's their first battery-powered air compressor for airing up tires. And they wanted us to test it, give us some feedback, and review it. And I can tell you right now, after going through it and playing around with it, this thing is cool. You know, it has the ability to charge, has the ability to air up not just tires, but like we use it for the golf cart for airing up the tires. We've used it for airing up all sorts of stuff, basketballs, footballs, all that kind of stuff. It's got all sorts of different accessories that you got inside of it, and you know, I think this is a really cool thing. So we're going to talk a little bit more about it and give you guys our honest opinion about some of the stuff. I can tell you the only downfall to this is it is a lithium battery, so cold weather doesn't hold up very well. It's got a battery management system so that it drains the battery to keep the battery warm. So that's kind of the downfall to it. So keeping it warm is definitely a key, and also keeping it charged. I think it's worked out really good. So let's take a look at some of it, and we'll open it up, show you guys some stuff, and we got some B-roll as far as us playing around with it. My wife's Jeep had some low tires, so we did some B-roll of messing around with it and showing you guys how you can set the PSI for it. It does also do bar if you want to measure it that way. It's just got all sorts of really cool settings. So let's take a look at it. So what's really cool is you get this case with it, and it's pretty much got everything inside of it. You got all these connectors, you got the charging plug, you got the car port for it. You can charge it via USB-C. I'm hoping the wind's not too terribly bad out here, but check it out. We got all sorts of stuff. So this is the charging port here. You do have a light, so if you need to have a light as far as doing any work on the side of the road or anything. You have a plug here where you have output, where you can plug in a USB. And then this here is the quick connect for the hose, depending on what type of hose you're going to use. So yeah, like this thing's really cool. Like, you know, we haven't played with all of it. We did play with some of it, but you have like the compartment, you can put some of the stuff down there as far as any adapters or anything that you want to put in there. But for the most part, it works really good. And I can tell you right now, a lot of people have big rigs like us. So we got the RV over there, and this thing here will take it all the way to 105 psi. Our tires are 22-inch pretty much semi tires, and we have been testing it out, and we've ran it up there a few times to 105 psi, and it does take a little bit. It does run the battery down, so pretty much in the event of an emergency, you would definitely have a way to air one of the tires up if you needed to. So definitely a cool little device. It's pretty solid built, I think pretty good. It does have a pretty big battery in it. So far, we've been able to air up all these tires here on the Jeep, and we'll show you some of the B-roll. I've done my bike and the golf cart all on a single charge still, so that actually works out really good. I'm hoping to maybe play with it when it gets a little bit warmer on the RV and see if maybe we can at least get 2 tires out of it before really having to charge it up. So, and then of course the satisfaction of peeling it off. I have been waiting to do that for the video just because it is a satisfaction of taking that off and peeling it off. So power it up and show you guys some of the display. So I'm hoping the camera catches some of this. So you got PSI, batteries. Yeah, you can turn on the light, press and hold, got the strobe, and off. So super simple. I think it's really cool. You can do different settings as far as what you want to set the PSI for. So this is when we were messing around with it. We had it set for 100 PSI. So yeah. So basically you set this here on the bottom. This is your set PSI. Like again, I'm hoping this shows the actual screen. We'll take it down all the way back down to typically 35. But like I said, we were playing around with it because of the RV. Our biggest goal was to see if we could actually take the full 105 psi and actually pump up an RV tire. And she did. I ran the battery down quite a bit just doing it, but as long as your tire's not down too bad, you can actually do it. So wife's tires typically run right around 36. My Bronco, I put about 40 pounds into it. Bike, the back tires typically we run 40 and then 35 in the front. So, and then the golf cart tires, of course, are just 25s, which we'll be upgrading those ones here soon. So let's check this thing out in action, and let's do some just B-roll as far as us playing around with it, us doing different things when we're airing up the wife's Jeep and whatnot. And yeah, I think it's definitely a good device. We are going to continue to play with it for a while and see how well she does, and we're going to be testing her out more and more. But definitely you want a good air pump. If you guys are going to be traveling, I will be putting this in our Harley when we go traveling. I'll be putting this in our Bronco. I'll be putting this in our RV. We'll have this with us all the time just for testing purposes. Now I do have a Vivair 12-volt one that'll sit there and run. That one works extremely well. We've used that on the trails multiple times when we have to air down and air back up. But for the most part, we're going to use this one here, see how well she works out, see if it's something that we can make work for us as a permanent solution to airing up tires, and go from there. So hope you guys like the video. I know it's just a short product review, but like I said, we'll be playing around with it more, and you guys will be seeing more of that stuff. If you guys are interested in something like this, check out the link below for LASFIT, and they're going to have this on their website, ready to go, ready to ship to you guys, and get you guys back on the road when you guys have either a flat or need to air down and get off the trail, or need to check tire pressure. So see you guys on the next one. Peace.